It's a Sunday morning and I am in my robe and nightgown trying to be realistic. Okay, so it's not that realistic because yeah, I put on some eyeliner and some lip gloss. So this is Erica Kane from All My Children type of realistic. Now I have a lot of young YouTube family now, so some of y'all are like, Erica who? Erica Kane was the diva who came down in the heels first thing in the morning on a soap opera called All My Children back in the day, when those of us who are my age, in our 40s, 30s, remember how our moms watched soap operas all the time and we all thought that that's how it was supposed to be done. I wanted to show you how I get prepped for freezer cooking, because when I come home today from church, dinner is gonna be good to go. This is my spinach chickpea curry. It's a variation on an Indian curry that we love to get when we go to the buffet. It's vegetarian, since I'm trying to have more vegetarian things in my diet once a week or twice a week or so. So I wasn't going to go all up into the recipe and all of that, but the most important thing I want to share about this is how I store it and what I do. This is a regular bag from Walmart, Target, supermarket, whatever. I write what I made and the date. So that way, if I get, you know, an abundance of freezer cooked items, I know when I made them and if they're still good. But this stuff lasts for months and months. This is a disposable, I think this one is a Rubbermaid, but you could get Glad, you could get Walmart brand. The size is what's the most important. And I think this one holds like something like 5 cups or something like that. I try to get the biggest ones I can get because this is a stew that's gonna feed 7 people. So this is frozen rock solid. Sometimes I'll put it in my refrigerator the night before, but most of the time I forget. So I took this out rock solid. So the first step is this. I take this over to my sink, turn the water on cold, maybe a little bit warm, just to get it to separate from the plastic. You want to keep the lid on unless you want your stuff in the sink. This is my crock pot. I'm purposefully not doing a close-up so you can see the brand, because to me that's not what's the most important thing. Get yourself a good quality crock pot. Mine is programmable. That means I press a button, it'll either stay on for 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, or 10 hours. Once those hours are up, it'll move into a warm mode. That way, if I leave my house or I'm home and I'm cooking and I'm running around and I'm doing a bunch of things, I don't have to worry about coming back and checking on the crock pot and turning it off, because when it's done, it turns itself off. This is my loosened chickpea curry. I drop it in there. Since it's frozen rock solid, I add a cup of water to the bottom of this so that nothing starts to burn and stick as it thaws out. One time-saving tip for prepping meals is when I made this, I didn't cook it as if I was cooking it to completion to serve it. You know, what I did was I fried the onions and the garlic and melted the seasonings in the oil. Then I added my spinach, I added my chickpeas, I added my coconut milk. And since the spinach was frozen, once that was sort of thawed out, I turned the oven off, because I realized that this was going to simmer for hours and cook completely once I put it in my crock pot. So this saved me a tremendous amount of time. My prep time for this was what, 10 minutes? We are over here so that I can introduce you to my other best friend, the rice cooker. Now, when I was in college, one of my friends from China encouraged me to buy a rice cooker, and I thought she was kind of crazy. Why do I need a rice cooker? It's so easy to just throw some rice in a pot of water and boom, rice is so easy to make. How many times have you been cooking that easy rice, get caught up in something else, and then what's that smell? And it burnt. The benefit of this is that you can cook a lot of rice. I think this one makes at least 10 cups of rice. How much rice does this make? Yeah, this one makes up to 10 cups of rice. And you put the rice in, and depending on how many cups you made, there are little lines over here that tell you how far to fill up the water. So you never make that mistake of not using enough water, and you don't have to waste all that time measuring. So I throw my rice in here. I've made parboiled rice, basmati rice, brown rice. There's even a different setting for that. This can also be used as a slow cooker if you want to. So sometimes I'll throw beans in the rice, vegetables in the rice, chickpeas, and this will be cooking right alongside with my crock pot, so that both the stew and the rice are going to be ready when I come in. Pick up some naan or some rolls, whatever, on my way home from church. When I get home, I'm able to put a healthy Sunday dinner on the table, but still feel like I have my Sabbath rest. So to me, it's a win-win.